All right. Well, okay, so now let's move on to some kind of nuts and bolts type details about meditating. So one thing is music. Personally, I like meditating with music. That's how I was first taught to meditate. Because music, especially if you use headphones, you put in headphones and play music, it creates an insulated little bubble around you that blocks out both the physical noises around you, but it also can help block out sort of the psychic noise of people around you. So especially if you're living in a noisy place like a house with other people or an apartment building with thin walls, or even if there's just neighbors close by, meditating with music and headphones can really help quiet all those distractions around you. And so, sure, technically, you should be able to meditate through any distractions, and it's definitely possible. But if you're first getting started, or if you've been having a busy day, it can make it easier to meditate with music. And so, why not make it easier if you can? And it's always nice sometimes to also try meditating in silence and challenge yourself to not be distracted by noises around you. But if it can just be helpful and make it easier to use music when you're meditating. When it comes to the choice of music, the ideal music for meditation is any music that helps you meditate. So it's different for every person. Um, you can, if you want a starting point, some of the music that I provided in this playlist can be a good starting point. You might check out other music by those artists or other related artists. It can be nice to have kind of calm, soothing music without lyrics. Lyrics can be distracting sometimes, but at the same time, the right lyrics can sometimes take you deeper into a meditation. And so again, it's a matter of personal taste. And I encourage each of you to experiment with it. Try coming up with your own playlist and see what works for you and see what doesn't. Everyone's different, and we all need to figure out what works for each of us. One thing I would recommend if you're going to listen to music is to avoid streaming music directly from the internet while you're meditating. That's because when you're streaming music live, you're connected to the internet and all of the craziness that's going on around there. So that can make it a little, it's a subtle effect, but it can make it more difficult to meditate. So you might try disconnecting from the internet while you're listening, while you're meditating. And most music services, I think Spotify and Amazon Music and iTunes, most services have an option to download music onto your device so that then you can play music offline while you're disconnected from the internet. So that's just something to consider.